Hi there, welcome to the AVAX Wyckoff technical analysis session. So let's dive into the charts and see where AVAX is heading. Here, previously we've covered, basically AVAX is somewhere at the mid to late stage of accumulation cycle, and we're seeing a bit of backup or last point of support kind of stage after the sign of strength. So even this week we have a little bit of price retracement. It found support at the uptrend support line. You see this white dashed line and the candlestick wick just briefly touched on that line, and then the price got pushed back up. So it's like a double support over here. On one hand we've got the orange key level, on the other we've got the white dashed line uptrend key support. So it seems like the support has been working for this week, and it is just a matter of time whether this trend will continue. If it does, that means it has gained sufficient momentum to really head towards the new distribution cycle, meaning there's a chance that we would be able to see a buying climax coming. So whether it's going to go above the blue key level, that's still yet to confirm, but if it's really the accumulation is finishing, we're not too far from seeing the climb from now. So hopefully there won't be any bad news coming out, and this cycle will eventually play out. So that's the macro view. The volume themselves doesn't look there's anything weird. It's still some healthy volume, especially the green bars over there. This long red candlestick doesn't combine with a crazily long red bar, so that's a good sign. Here, the daily. This question is still going. The upthrust of the distribution for the daily hasn't happened yet. And actually, whether it's an upthrust or upthrust of the distribution, that's a question mark, because this one I'll put in upthrust over here, but the height of the price was pretty much level with the buying climax, so it's like half-half. It's like a second test and maybe upthrust, but you know I'm not so fixated on the terminology, because however we name it, they're just subsequent tests to test the demand. So whether it's an upthrust of a distribution, upthrust of the distribution 2, it doesn't matter. As long as there's demand, these tests will continue. So as of now, we're only seeing LPSY, and it's coming down kind of. So I have to draw a box here to see whether it's starting a trend, because if it does, then where it is heading would be the red support level. So this, now we're seeing a triangle over here. By middle of next week, the breakout will happen earlier, but by middle of next week latest, either it has to break outside of this downward trend, so don't show us the downward trend at all, or it's going to break below the orange support level. So the orange key level over here is $22.60. So in a few days, well, less than a week, or yeah, roughly exactly a week. Sometimes it doesn't go exactly to the tip. I mentioned it many times. It happens probably a few days earlier, or maybe as soon as tomorrow, that some form of breakout or break towards the downside would happen, and going to the downside may mean we'll see another sign of weakness coming out. So breaking above, potentially another LPSY. So this will have to move even further, so it won't come as soon as before. So for now, just checking the volume bars as well. The red bars are pretty tall actually. Especially this green one I have to mention, because whenever we see this, It's like an inverted nail, right? This means there were significant selling pushing the price down. So this opened or closed low and opened here, but when people try to, or the bulls try to push the price back to this level, there were very heavy selling. That's why we see this very long wick at the top, and it only closed slightly above where it opened. So while it's a pretty good volume bar, green volume bar, it actually means there were people selling. So don't be tricked by that one. And just quickly check the Kotner squeeze as well. So a squeeze is actually going on. So if you're new to this Bollinger Band Kotner squeeze signal, when the purple gets very close to or inside the orange, that means there would be a significant price move coming. And right now it's already, let me check, roughly a week into the squeeze. So a bigger price move is about to happen. So last time it happened during end of June, when this squeeze period that lasted for about a week. Let me check quickly. So the squeeze, yeah, about 9 days time, and the price, boom, started to go upwards. But be careful, the squeeze doesn't mean the price will only go up, it can come down as well. So just check over here, the squeeze happened and then it kept squeezing the price downwards, downwards, downwards. So it's an indication that a bigger price move is coming. It doesn't tell us whether it's going up or down. But now, for now, a squeeze is happening. So don't be surprised if the price is going to get a little bit crazy in the coming few days. Hopefully it's really getting to the upside and follow this and find support from this uptrend, break above the downward this downward trend box that we get from the daily. So break outside in the next few days and show us some momentum towards the upside, at least challenge the yellow key level at around $29.30. Hopefully that will happen before challenging the higher levels and show us the new distribution cycle, that means the new climax. So that's the picture for AVAX. I'll move on to the next session.